Carpe Sus. Evil John and I went hunting up in North Texas, but before starting out we went to the range, got John familiar with the rifle and the thermal weapon sight that was on top of it. Then we headed out to hunt, and just a short while after dark we spotted this hog at about 300 yards out in this pasture. The only problem here was that the wind was not in our favor for making this approach, and so we had to come up with a plan, which ended up being that we would actually walk parallel to the wind, or almost parallel to the wind, but about 125 yards lateral to where the hog was, so that it would not be able to catch scent of us as we made our approach. And then when we got closer, we came in to the hog laterally so that we had a crosswind at this point. Now I'm on the hog at this point, but John is not on the hog. And the reason for this is that we did the orientation with the thermal gear in daylight, and he was able to look downrange, see the target that he wanted to sight on, and then point the rifle at it, and he would pick up the target very easily on thermal. Well, now that it was after dark and he was unable to see the target with his unaided eye, it took me a minute or two to get him talked onto the target. Finally, he was able to pick it up in the scope. He was able to identify it properly, and we got started. In going through this process, I had turned off my recorder, and here I remembered to turn it back on.
He is now sideways with some vegetation. His head is to the left. Do you see him?
I make sure that he's properly oriented on the target.
You okay with shooting through vegetation? You want to wait until he moves?
Whenever you're ready.
And here we go.
Shooter ready? 3, 2, 1. Stay on him.
On him.
The hog turned out to be a 130-pound boar. Evil John shot entered through the left shoulder, breaking the humerus, passing through the heart area, exiting the other side. My shot entered mid-body, going through the spine area, also exiting the other side. Here is Evil John's exiting shot. Here's where my shot exited. We ran the metal detector over the hog, and both bullets left bullet fragments inside the wound cavities.
Optics provided by Third Coast Thermal.
Carpe Sus, my friends.